Because most people make this one mistake, you could actually be creating your own weight gain story. The mistake is that you still believe that fruits and vegetables are necessary for good health. In this video, I want to explain to you what you actually need to eat for good health and to live your life at your healthy weight. Most people focus so much on the weight part of that story that they're not understanding how health and weight are connected. Because, we want to lose weight. And we think that it's some kind of complicated medical genetic problem that's baked into our DNA that's causing our, unfortunately, obesity for some of us. That's not it. And that's good news, by the way, because the answer is really simple and it's actionable. And you've heard it before, actually, several times, but this answer gets thrown away because it's not compatible with the idea that eating fruits and vegetables are healthy. Even the most bland tasting vegetables wouldn't be eaten if we followed what the keto doctors, the carnivore doctors are teaching us. So here we go. This is why you're struggling with your weight, because we don't accept that the dose makes the poison. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk you through the myths that they've put in front of us for so many years that make us believe that we need fruits and vegetables in our diet every day or we're going to have poor health. For many years, we've been told that fruits and vegetables were healthy to eat because our body needs carbohydrates and it can't get carbs from meat, which actually is only partially true. There are a little bit of carbs in meat because muscle meat holds carbohydrates. We'll talk about that a bit later. But the fact is your body actually makes all the carbohydrates that you need. What does that mean? When you move, like what I'm doing right now, I'm standing and I'm moving my arms and I'm moving my jaw to talk to you and I'm doing all this my heart's pumping. When I'm moving all the time, my body is using up carbohydrates all the time. If for some reason I didn't eat in the next 24 hours because maybe I'm fasting or maybe I'm fasting because I have a medical appointment. So that would bring all the normies in that you don't have the ability to eat in the next few hours. If my body couldn't replenish the carbohydrates in me, then as I'm doing this, I would be becoming exhausted because I'd be using up the sugar and have no way to put them back in the next 24 hours. And clearly, Wellness Warrior, that's not what happens. We've all been in the situation where we've missed a meal for whatever reason, and hours later, we were fine. There isn't actually a scenario where your muscles don't get replenished. So, the dose makes the poison. If I eat carbohydrates, despite the fact that my body makes all the carbohydrates that it needs, even that first gram of carbohydrates coming in is an overdose because my body didn't need it. It will be forced to grab that sugar and store it away on my body as fat. Fruits and vegetables are low in calories and therefore ideal for weight loss and weight management. When I ate fruits and vegetables, I was overweight. I was heavy. And the more fruits and vegetables I ate, the more weight I gained. I've since learned that all the plant-based foods have a tremendous impact on insulin. I made a video about that. You can go watch it. It's a great video. The fat storage hormone is insulin. So carb-heavy foods actually cause us to gain weight because it rises insulin. Like I said a few minutes ago, too much sugar coming in gets stored on the body as fat. The dose makes the poison. My body knows exactly how much sugar should be in my blood, and that has nothing to do with calories. My body doesn't measure calories. It doesn't nothing to do with calories. When I eat sugar, I add sugar to my blood system, and then my body is going to step in and pull the sugar out of my blood and put it elsewhere. If I'm lucky, it puts it in fat storage. If I'm unlucky, like I was, I get a bunch of inflammation. Some people get eye problems. Some people get problems with their limbs and they can't feel their extremities. Your body's going to put the sugar somewhere that is not going to end your life. Fruits and vegetables give us essential nutrients, vitamins, minerals, fiber, to help our body function correctly. Well, Dr. Georgia Ede had a very different take on that.
If people want to know, okay, what are the foods that are most nutritious and safest and least risky for me to eat that are going to accomplish these three goals: nourish, protect, energize. They're going to accomplish these three goals. It is the animal foods. Biologically, hands down, there's just no argument. They are the only foods that contain every nutrient we need in its proper, most highly bioavailable form. And with rare exceptions, if we're talking about meat, seafood, poultry, we're safe. Eggs and dairy, a little different, but without any anti-nutrients or defensive toxins to interfere with our full utilization of those nutrients. So only animal foods. There's not a single plant food that meets all three of those criteria. So if you can only afford one food group, this is the one to buy.
The dose makes the poison. When we eat plants for protein, we're actually depriving our body of what it needs. If we're eating a vegetarian or vegan lifestyle, we absolutely need to supplement. If we don't, we're missing things, first of all. But our body will struggle to maintain muscle. It will struggle to build and repair itself. And even when we supplement over long periods of time, vegans end up struggling and have many health issues that show up because their body needs the animal protein, like the rest of us, to build itself properly. It's part of the reason that many countries have laws that says you cannot raise your child vegan. Fruits and vegetables reduce the risk of chronic disease, and the fiber aids in gut health. The antioxidants in fruits and vegetables help protect ourselves from damage. In my interview with Lee from Kent Carnivore, Carrie from Homestead How, Dave from No Carb Life, Maria Garcia, Holly, the list goes on and on, multiple interviewees have told me that they healed physically and mentally from their years of pain when they removed vegetation from their diets. I was still keto when I first started getting this information, but over and over I heard this message. Eating excessive sugar causes inflammation, which leads to all sorts of medical problems in our body and in our brain. Dr. Berry admitted that some people need to just stop eating vegetation in a video that he made 2 years ago after he realized the negative impacts that vegetation was having on his body and his health. Dr. Ekberg has repeatedly made videos that talk about the fact that we make our own antioxidants. Glutathione is the one he talks about a lot, but I've also heard of another one called alpha lipoic acid. These are specifically made by the body and, surprise, surprise, do a better job in our healing than the plant-based versions that we're trying to eat and get in a... That's because, as Dr. Layman keeps trying to get us to see, plant antioxidant, plant protein, plant nutrients, all these things that the plant makes are for the uses of the plant, not the animal eating the plant. What does this all mean? If these reasons that we're eating vegetation aren't even true, and even worse, if eating fruits and vegetables actually promotes poor health in us, what are we supposed to eat? Part of the problem is our body can actually manage a small amount of carbohydrates, so vegetables and fruit. It can actually manage a small amount. I think because we have this adaptation so that if we don't catch anything, remember when we were first roaming this planet, we didn't have houses and protection from the shelter, from the winter all the time. And therefore, when it was winter and the plants were covered in snow, we weren't eating them because they weren't producing anything that we could eat. But today, now that we've created this situation where we can eat vegetation all year round, we are trying to see this adaptation that we can eat veg sometimes as something we should do every day. And therefore, we keep trying to force some kind of veg into our everyday eating practices. And we do that because we're trying to keep our meals interesting. The problem is that our body doesn't care about interesting. That's a creation of our modern world, Wellness Warrior. Our body only cares about getting the right amount of protein and fat to build and fuel this, right? Our body wants it wants to keep us in the strongest possible position for the coming winter, to run away from the predator, to keep ourselves safe. Most people want to solve their weight problems, but unfortunately, we also want to keep our food tasting fun. And I understand that because we eat emotionally. We eat to feel better. We eat to take care of ourselves. We make meals to take care of our kids and our spouses because we show care with food. And unfortunately, because we've learned to show care with food, we're making this mistake. And we see the results. Because the truth is, if we keep eating fruits and high-carb veg, we're actually increasing our weight and ruining our health. The more sugar we eat, the more health problems we create. And the answer is to put down the myths and embrace the fact that by eating what is actually healthy, we get our life back, Wellness Warrior. That means that we get to be pain-free. That means that we get to have energy. And best of all, we live life at our healthy weight. Wellness Warrior, we keep fighting our body trying to be thin while we eat garbage. But when we eat real food, meat, fish, poultry, eggs, our body gets healthy, and a healthy body regulates its weight. And I really just want you guys to get that burned into your brain. It's time to start eating healthy. So I want you to click on the video on the screen to get your cravings under control and get started. If you got value out of this video, I really would appreciate it if you watch another video. That sends a huge signal to YouTube that this video was valuable. That costs nothing, but it really does help me out. If you want to financially contribute to the videos, I have a link in the description. It's going to be the first link that you can donate whatever you feel is appropriate for the value that you just got. Thanks for watching. I'll talk to you in the next video.